Welcome back. Game one, Cornhusker Conversation. We welcome in Nebraska now senior Lamar Jackson. Senior, man. I mean, let's just rewind. Let's go all the way back to the Iowa game and getting on the bus and then getting home, and then the realization that you've got one more of these things left. When did it kind of set in for you? Maybe that sense of urgency of knowing that you got one more crack at it and that's it.
I feel like it kind of set in like after the fact. Like the season was over with. I went through spring ball, and as I'm even going through spring ball, I'm getting used to hearing like seniors, and me having to react like I'm a senior. Like it took a while, but like at the same time, like it's not necessarily like me being a senior didn't really change too much. It's just letting me know like it's now or never pretty much. I got to put it all on the table. I can't hold back. Everything I wasn't willing to do, I got to do. Everything I didn't want to do, I need to do. You know what I'm saying? It's just stuff like that. Just little mental things that I'm saying that I just gotta capitalize on at this point, just knowing that it's my last one and just being more like being a better leader, being more vocal, stuff like that. Just taking initiative for that senior spot that I now am, just being a senior. So I just had to get used to that. But it hit pretty much like going through spring.
I'm thinking back to last year at this time and the uncertainty that people thought we had in the secondary. We hadn't seen you at your best. We hadn't seen DCAP on the field a whole bunch. We hadn't seen any of the freshmen at all last year. When you look back to before the season last year, before you guys played a game, what was kind of the mindset, before the first game of what the skill set was at corner and even in the back end with the three safeties, but specifically what you guys had at corner, not playing, either to the level or to the amount of snaps that you knew you could?
Really, it was kind of one of them things. Just like last year going in, we like you said, it was a little mixture. It was a different group. We had three senior safeties. So at the same time, you got to think when you're a senior, you naturally got little personal agendas and stuff like that just in your head. It just come naturally. Just like when it comes to just like leading and day-to-day stuff, like it's about you for the most part, depending on the person. So even with me learning that and seeing how that went, it's gonna help me. Feedback to my guys this year, rather than not just make sure I'm always thinking about them, not just me, as well as improving my game. So we had three seniors, so that was his own little thing. And on top of just the corner stuff, like you said, that was kind of like a battle all year, all camp, stuff like that. So going in, everybody's still kind of on eggshells when they go in their spot. Of course that's not a good feeling, but like this year going in, it's at corner, we got a little bit more security. You could say me and DCAP, we kind of know what we expect. We kind of expecting to be with the one group. We kind of expecting a few more things, which is allow us to be a little bit more comfortable, be a little bit more open with the younger guys and whoever else it may be with our points, with the togetherness, bring people together, because at the same time, we're not worried about necessarily losing our job. We really worry about just improving the group as a whole, And I feel like the guys that we got back there running with us, including me and DCAP, including the two safeties, I feel like we all want to get better together. I feel like we hold each other accountable to a great extent, and I feel like that's going to be our best thing going into the season, just holding each other accountable and just the willingness to make plays and really get to the next level. So I feel like that's going to elevate our play naturally.
It wasn't all that long ago that I was doing one of these interviews with a former Husker corner, and Daniel Davey, who had a different position coach pretty much every single year he was here. Now you get year two with this coaching staff and Coach Chin's defense and learning, the corner spot with this defense. How do you feel right now compared where you did a year ago in terms of technique, what they're asking you to do, Coach Fish being on you guys with what he's preaching every day? How do you feel at that point right now compared to last year?
I feel better than ever. Like you say, like this, like even like Daniel Davey, like this is my first time having a position coach 2 years in a row. Like now I know what Coach Fish about. Me and Coach Fish got closer through the process, through everything, through trial, through tribulation. Like now, like I say, it's a comfortability thing, it's a trust thing. Coach Fish, me and him, we see eye to eye with certain things. So just that naturally alone, just having your coach trust and just knowing that just I don't know, just naturally, just feeling like entrusted. Just feel like your coach and stuff believe in you. It just naturally, it just helps you feel better, helps you go about your business with a better attitude, more confident, more happy. It just make you feel a little bit better. Just going into year two with the same position coach, I know what to do. I know what we're going to do tomorrow when we go to practice. I know what drills we're going to do. It's a lot of stuff it's a lot of uncertainty that we had before we ain't got this year. We kind of know we finna expect, we finna hit the ground running, and we're going to try to be the best DB secondary in the country.
That being said, you've got a whole bunch of new guys coming in here too. Probably just getting familiar with those guys right now. But what are you going to try and teach them about what it's going to be like to play secondary at Nebraska? What's kind of the model that you want to present to those guys when you're not here next year? that they take with them and say, okay, well, this is what it's like to play DB at Nebraska?
I hope really just my play and really just how I go about my business each and every day rub off on them guys. I feel like it's going to because just because the nature that we compete all off season, we lift weights together, we run together, everything in competition. I mean, we having fun, smiling at the same time, but that's just naturally how we've been improving, and that's why we've been, because you can say it's the most improved group. Just because as a group, we feel like we're one of the closest groups. We all want to get better. We all got the next level in our vision. You know what I'm saying? Some of us is in arm reach, so it's a lot of juices flowing, a lot of motivation around the room. You know what I'm saying? So just naturally, everybody just elevate, and I feel like with the young guys and with me, I'm really just gonna try to just teach them really just not to make the same mistakes I did. You know what I'm saying? When I see little things, it's not one thing that I'm necessarily going to teach, but when I see things, stuff like that, I can help or give a third eye to or a different perspective. I'm for sure going to. I'm always going to help. I'm always going to answer when they need me. You know what I'm saying? It's just little stuff like that. But for the most part, I really just want to go out there and, I mean, coaching and everybody else, they naturally going to catch on. They naturally going to get used to stuff. We got a lot of practices. We got a whole month before the first game. So guys that's ready to play and that's going to be ahead of the curve is going to be ahead of the curve. And guys that need a little bit more help, they're going to red shirt and they're going to get the help they need. But eventually they're going to get there too. So it's really just a collective effort, just improving. Everybody wanting to be on the train and going in the right direction.
We did this with you last year, and I remember kind of telling your story of how you've changed as a person. This year, you're going to hit the field game one with a team wearing red, white, and blue in South Alabama. Last year, your freshman year, you played your first game with the team red, white, and blue in Fresno, and we saw this young pup from California, Lamar Jackson, take the field wearing number 1. When you think back to your first snap with Fresno State, with everything that you've been through since then, what do you think of, like, your first game and what you thought was going to happen in that game?
I was scared. I was a kid out there, you know what I'm saying? Even looking back, like, I'm thankful for where I'm at and everything I done been through, but I wanted to come in and play. I was number 1 safety in the country, all that good stuff, all that high school stuff. So just ego-wise, I thought college was going to be just like anything I've been through, and it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? First game, like, even though I was out there looking the part, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, I was rattled the whole game. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really slow down until probably second, third quarter, like rather than first drive. You know what I'm saying? It took me a minute to really feel comfortable. Every time somebody released, I'm frantic. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like that. And this little stuff like that just made me improve just because, like, feelings just unaware, just not being confident is just the worst feeling out there. You know what I'm saying? You really feel victimized. You know what I'm saying? And feeling victimized is the worst feeling of all time when you're playing football, especially corner. So really that's my biggest motivator. Really is just never just putting the work in, really just being confident as ever, so I would never feel that way. And I feel like now mentally, like from that game to now, you know what I'm saying, I'm a totally different. I'm a man. I got a baby and all now. Like, I'm a man now. I was a kid then. I'm a man now, and I plan on playing like a man. I ain't frantic. I'm gonna be out there dripping swag, dripping confidence. Everybody gonna feel it in the stadium. It's just I'm gonna go out there and give it all I got.
I'm remembering a conversation we had last year. We were talking about that just a second ago. But if you were future Lamar when you were a freshman year and you were telling that kid, you're not ready, you got to go through all this stuff, what would a fresh Lamar have told you if you said that to him, that you got to go through all this stuff to be ready before you hit that field? I mean, when you try and rewind to what your attitude mentality was back then.
Trust me, I don't even know. I could have said something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying? It just really just depended on how I was feeling that day. I was kind of just, like I said, it was just the ego thing. I had a lot of success early, you know what I'm saying? So just naturally, a kid that ain't really had nothing and then having a lot of success, of course you're going to feel like you're the man until you get humble. And then that's what college did for me. Coaches did it, players did it, practice did it, games did it, opponents did it. Like, I done got humbled, I done got better, and I done just improved through it all. You know what I'm saying? All I can do is just, I just appreciate it all. I feel like that's truly what like that's the hidden thing about football and sports that's not really appreciated. You know what I'm saying? It's just a natural growth and a natural development people go through as people and as people and as players. You know what I'm saying? Just looking back on it, I don't got no regrets. I got a season. That's all I need. You know what I'm saying? Everything I didn't do, I'm going to do. That's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't nothing I regret. At that point, I just feel like I'm happy I made it this far. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna be a senior. I'm finna graduate. I'm happy I made it. You know what I'm saying? Because like the freshman Lamar, who wouldn't know? I could have went left any given day. You know what I'm saying? But now I know the vision's clear, and all I want to do is just get it done.
That right there is exactly why I'm so happy you came back, because we're about to see all that unfold, this year with you on the field, and you're going to feel that too at the end of it. How much more perspectives that give you this year? You mentioned you have a family now, and this is your last time. Like, how much every time you put the pads on, whether it's practice or when the game's starting now, does that kind of hit you and you go, well, this is the time. This is like you got 12 more chances. I mean, the 12, hopefully 13 or 14 more chances, but 12 promised that this is it. This is what you've been working for.
Really, it's just gonna. Naturally, like I say, like me being a senior, like of course I want to be a Big Ten champion. I want to be whatever I want to be, but mostly I want to be able to take care of my family. You know what I'm saying, and get rewarded for all this work I done put through, everything I done been through. You know what I'm saying. So like you say, 12 games. I got 12 games to put money in the bank account. You know what I'm saying. So like regardless of the fact, you know what I'm saying, I'm here every day. I'm with my team every day. So of course that comes first. But in my head, everything every time I go out there, you know what I'm saying, I'm dominating for that next level. I'm dominating for the scouts that's looking. I'm dominating to you know what I'm saying, trying to bump the next guy. You know what I'm saying. So that's pretty much gonna be my driving, just because that's really what I'm facing. Just being a senior, being my last season, and just seeing like guys like, you know what I'm saying, go undrafted or struggle through the draft. For example, my man Stan. Like I realized they didn't draft Mr. 1000. Like that really like hurt me. You know what I'm saying. Like I didn't watch this man work his tail off every day. You know what I'm saying. 1,000 yards, broke records. He didn't get drafted. Like, come on now, like I got to do more. So like at the end of the day, I'm gonna give it all I got, just for that alone, just because I need that. You know what I'm saying. And on top of that, just by me doing what I'm gonna do, because of what I need to do, my team gonna get better. Everybody around me gonna get better. I'm gonna make sure I bring people along. It's just how it's gonna be. That's gonna be the standard, because I'm gonna step out there with a different energy, a different mindset now than I ever did before.
You have a family now here in Lincoln, but I want to ask about your family back home. When you made the decision to come to Nebraska from California, where cornfields, I'm sure, are on the mind. They may not have, necessarily known anything about this place. You took a chance to come here. Yeah. When they kind of see your story unfold the last 4 years, and then see you where you're at with your life now, with your family here, and then obviously aspirations of the NFL now, what do they think of this whole thing? What your decision to come here, and ultimately what's going to be your college legacy?
Kind of just like they're super proud of me for the most part. I mean, everybody, regardless of not this football, so I'm not in place since I was 5. But I tell you, like, football ain't nothing that nobody really ever respected with me. Like nobody ever expected me to go to the league. Nobody respected me to go to college. I played football literally because a single mom needed a way to discipline her child. So I played football. I played football even going all the way up to my sophomore year. I didn't plan on going to college. You know what I'm saying? I got a scholarship, and it changed my whole perspective. And that's when I locked down a little bit. Like, okay, it's more than just this. You know what I'm saying? So it's just been a journey. So everybody, just like with me, everybody know like how I used to think and how I think now. So really, they just look at me and hear me talk and just be proud. I mean, it ain't nothing that they really just like, dang, you going to the league. It's really just like, now I'm close. Like, I'm close. Mom, it's about to be my senior night. Mom, I'm about to graduate. Like, she crying now. Like, before, mom was like, what's plan B? What you gonna do? What's plan B? What if football don't work? What if you don't go to college? I didn't went to college. Mom, I'm about to graduate. Mom, I'm about to go to the NFL. Mom, it's just, I'm making stuff a reality. You know what I'm saying? It's really just, just truly, like, the family that's there, like, they just truly proud of me. They just want to see me win. And at the end of the day, I feel like it ain't no pressure from them, because it ain't something that they really expected. At this point, what I do from this point on is really just me, and they can only be proud and appreciate and just, honor it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's how it is, and they just support me, and it's all love. And, I kind of just I done figured it out, and I just got to get it done, like I said.
As proud as they are of you, I'm sure you are of your child. What's the best part about being a dad?
Everything. I mean, it's hard, you know what I'm saying, just the little things, but when I think about it, everything ain't even that hard. Your baby crying, irritating you, I mean, is that really hard? You know what I'm saying? You done brought this baby into the world. I mean, of course, I struggle through the little things, you know what I'm saying, but, I mean, at the end of the day, it's my child, so I'm going to accept anything he give me or anything he put forward, and I'm just going to try to teach him to my best abilities and be everything I can for him that my father wasn't for me, you know what I'm saying, and just, just be the best dad ever.
Did that change anything for you here? Showing up to practice, showing to meetings. I mean, what did that change from this side of it?
It changed everything. I mean, not necessarily seeing, like, you know what I'm saying, because this child, my son, 4 months old. I didn't have the aspirations to play the level since I've been in college, the next level since I've been in college. So I'm not necessarily saying that he didn't change nothing, but at the same time, like, it's perfect timing. Like, I got a baby now, you know what I'm saying? I'm a father now. Like, now it's no option. It's mandatory. Get it done. It ain't about you. It's about him. It's about family. It's about everything. At the same time, I'm going to do it for me, though. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what I want. So just by that, you know what I'm saying? Just because this is what I really want and this is what I really love and what I want to do, that's enough. And everybody else going to be rewarded for that because it's something I want to do.
We got a whole season of this, so I don't want to act like, this is it for you. But I just want to say it's been phenomenal watching you. I mean, there are certain players that when they come here, we end up telling their stories 5-10 years. You're going to be one of those stories because – full disclosure with you sitting here, I didn't know you were going to make it. I wasn't sure we'd be sitting here your senior year, but here you are, and I'm just hoping for you that this season goes the way that you wanted to, and I look forward to watching it, man. Thanks for sitting down with us.
Thank you. I appreciate you.